How's it going everyone, it's Vivi and welcome back to another Crash Nitro-Fueled video. The Neon Circus Grand Prix will begin this Friday, November 8th at 10 AM Eastern Time. From now on, it seems these Grand Prix are following a specific release pattern. 1. Show off a trailer and roadmap on a Wednesday, and 2. Have the Grand Prix start on a Friday. At least this started from the Spiral Grand Prix, from what I've seen. So on to the point. Let's first have a quick look at the trailer shared by PlayStation. It's very colorful, it's like looking at candy. Koala Carnival, a track themed around Koala Kong, a very anticipated character. Yes, Koala Kong is making an appearance and is the highlight of this month's Bronze Nitro Gauge. A brand new kart, the Daredevil. I don't recall this being from Crash Tag Team Racing. A chicken in a cart. We call it King Chicken. Pause it right here. The chicken flaps its wings when going over a ramp. How do we unlock this chicken character? I'll get to it later. 8 seconds of the video. Von Clutch. Him too, he's part of the Neon Circus Grand Prix. He's unlockable at the pit stop looking at the roadmap. 11 seconds of the video, you notice him in a pirate skin. I believe he's in the bumper cart, which is also new for this Grand Prix. This one will be unlockable at the pit stop. Notice the rings in the back? Don't get confused. That's simply part of the track. It's not part of a new game mode, which I'll get to later. 15 seconds, Koala Kong. 16, we got Bowling Pin King Chicken? It looks like a bowling pin skin to me. That right there is the pressurizer, right out of Crash Tag Team Racing. Pasadena everyone, yay! Clown Cortex. I believe this is what a lot of fans wanted to see. Finally, Koala Kong in his gold tier skin. The track, as I said before, looks like candy. So bright and colorful. It looks fantastic. As for the rest of the characters, I don't need to point out the obvious at this point. Panda Penguin in a clown suit, it looks awesome, it looks great. One final surprise for all of you. At 19 seconds of the video, I believe that's Rilla Roo on a banner. He's a character from Crash Bash. I think he's fighting against Koala. Now, seeing as how characters were hinted at in other tracks before, it's likely we'll see him in a future Grand Prix, or even next month's Grand Prix. Since I've been showing snippets of the roadmap, here's the whole thing. We have better quality render of the flags we see on the track. Koala and Von Clutch. That right there is Koala's gold tier skin. The other I believe we purchased from the pit stop. Next, Beenox shared a blog post. Something new I've noticed from this blog post. They now give us tips and tricks. The power-up section hints at a shortcut. I don't know if they intended to add a pun here, you know, getting an edge, getting over an edge, if you know what I mean. I could be wrong, but yeah, I just wanted to point it out. So about the rings from before. Some people might have mistaken it for a ring rally, but looking at the screenshot from Activision's press release, no, the rings look entirely different. In color, at least. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Ring Rally, a new game mode for local arcade. According to Activision's press release, Ring Rally puts you in the driver's seat against the best, yourself. The local arcade mode is meant to put you to the test and hone your skills on each of CTR Nitro-Fueled's tracks. A clock starts counting down as soon as you start on the track. Speed through the track, hitting the rings that have been placed on the most optimal route. Each time you go through a ring, you get a speed burst, time added to the clock, and a number of points. With each lap, the rings get smaller, the challenge gets greater, and your point total climbs. The only end to a rally is when the clock runs out of time, and the name of the game is seeing how far you can make it, and how many points you can earn. It's a test of endurance that will improve your skills, and there are several Nitro Gauge challenges tied to it, but the real challenge becomes, can you beat your own record? And here's a list of tips and tricks from Beenox's blog post. Boosting is key when you're trying to challenge yourself in Ring Rally. Either you make sure you get enough boosts, not missing turbo pads basically, or either maintain blue fire. That blue flame you get when you go over a super turbo pad. The highest speed you can obtain in Nitro-Fueled. To maintain it basically, you have to keep on power sliding. Speaking of shortcuts, there you go. You have to choose wisely. Lastly, according to Activision's press release, you can unlock King Chicken, a door which hinted at it, in Lost Ruins by the way, by collecting 5 golden eggs. There is one hidden in each hub. The pit stop, this is new. It will introduce us to animated paint jobs according to the press release. That's pretty cool. By the way, back in time rewards can be purchased during this month's Grand Prix. Activision is giving us a limited time surprise by the way. There will be a last chance bundle, which will allow you to purchase Spooky Grand Prix rewards all in one pack. The price will of course depend of how many you've unlocked already. This will be an ongoing addition to the Pitstop the first weekend of each new Grand Prix, from Friday through Sunday of that first weekend, typically 7 AM PST on Friday through 7 AM PST on Monday. Players will have another chance to unlock any remaining items from the prior Grand Prix in one go, with a last chance bundle before select items are added to the Pitstop rotation at a later time. So some of you might say, okay, if there's this last chance bundle from now on, that means items we've missed before will only appear in those bundles. Well, no, they answered your question right here. Even if you miss out on this last chance bundle, rewards you've missed out on will still appear at the Pitstop in the future. Of course, there's also the Nitro-Fueled, which is 14,000 coins if you haven't unlocked anything, but that thing ends once the new Grand Prix starts, remember. Another thing, there will be 2 last chance bundles, but only once, folks. Spyro and Friends Grand Prix will also be included. Why add Spyro and Friends? The Nitro-Fueled apparently was experiencing problems before. There were some items that were not displaying correctly during the Spyro and Friends Grand Prix Nitro-Fueled in early October, so we wanted to make sure players had another opportunity to unlock any of the remaining rewards from that season now, without having to wait for select items to make their way back to the Pitstop at a later time. So there you go, folks. If you have any questions, concerns, or anything like that, leave everything in the comments section below, alright? So with that being said, guys, I've been Vivi, and thank you so much for watching.